Thank you for coming to my channel, Sheila888. Appreciate your time. I'll be sharing some interesting information and synchronicities that I felt led to share. And I also believe the Creator, Spirit, Universe speaks to me through numbers and synchronicities. Just so you know, there are no financial advisors on my channel, nor am I a financial advisor. As with all information, try and discern that information as best as possible. The Creator, the Spirit, Universe will take care of the rest, in my humble opinion. Follow your own intuition and you know what's for you. If it's not meant to be for you, or if it's meant for you, it'll resonate with you. Okay, so we mentioned about, if you check out my previous video, we was basically discussing conspiracy theorists, which was that came under my name on Gomontia. You know, that's my name that I've used, put in Gomontia to see some things that came up. But if you want to know more about what I'm saying now, you can check out my previous video, and that will explain a lot more to where this is leading up to. So basically, this is in the family. So this is just a family discussion. One of the family members telling me I'm a conspiracy. I never knew you was such a conspiracy theorist. So I thought, hang on, I've heard that before. So, you know, X marks the spot. I've watched that with Sister Sharon. You know, I've seen conspiracy theorists happen to me with my own family. And that was all because, and this is, I think my reply was something like this. In my opinion, they're trying to block out what T has to show the public. Their last ditch efforts, but it's a little too late in my opinion. Eventually the public will see all what's been going on. I'm gonna leave it right here because I don't want to get called conspiracy theorist. And I laughed, you know what I mean? So so that's just to show you that even in, you know, your own family, depending, you know, I love my family, so, you know, no, it's not that I'm, you know, trying to throw anyone under the bus here at all. But regardless of how sometimes your family may be thinking or looking at you, or, you know what I mean, you just have to keep going, keep pushing on, because many will think, why are you doing that? Or, you know, but some won't understand. Many won't understand, you know, and it's not for them to really understand what you're doing. You know what I mean? You just got to keep doing what you're doing. They will eventually catch up, you know? So, yeah, so these are the things that sort of stands out to me. It stood out when I start to go through it, you know? I go through information like this under my name, and that came up. I'm like, hang on, that's the same person I've been rooting for, you know? And then this came up. ISO. Where have we heard ISO? 20022. Interesting. Okay. Where have you heard this? A storm is coming. A storm is coming. A storm is coming. Okay. Right. And this seems to ring some alarm bells to me. December 13th. I'm not sure what that, you know, I'm looking forward to that particular date. And it says check the numbers, you know, check the so just going across a few things, you know, that stood out. Jesus Christ is the boss above all. And that's what I, you know, that resonated with me. Like I said, I'm just things that sort of resonate with me. You know, your mission on earth is to love and teach, you know. You know, they hate me because I'm pure white light. Also under my name again, you also got things like this: Ripple the Bull, you know, all for one and one for all. And that's something I go, you know, that's something, that's a phrase I live by, I go by, you know. That resonated with me. All for one and one for all. Like, you know, this my tribe, you know, that's all for one and one for all. Like we're in it together, you know. you know, eternally. You know what I mean? Also, this stood out as well. The code of a number. You know. Also, millions of dollars. Again, 13th December. Again, DJT. You know. Also come across here. You've been warned. It's as if whatever I was going through, it's like I could feel like I need to get right with the Creator, get right with my inner spirit, get right with my soul, you know, with the ones around me, friends, family, loved ones. Just start, you know, and if it means that I had to sort of take myself away and lock myself, sort of not lock myself in, but obviously I still go out and make sure I enjoy a bit of fun times, but I sort of take myself away from friends and family and just work on myself, you know, work on myself. Self-development is key. And this stood out to me as well. Seek the truth and the truth shall set you free. And that resonated with me because it's as if throughout my journey I've been seeking the truth, and you know, and throughout the time going through things with my own self, with my relationship, and you know, whatever, it's like I was just seeking the truth in everything, questioning everything, and you know what I mean. But a massive part of it was like, stop looking on the outside, looking at you, you know, focus on yourself first. And one thing, you know, I call him my spiritual teacher anyway, Woo Dude mentioned to me, love, compassion, and forgiveness, you know, and not just forgiving others, but forgiving yourself, you know, and move on, and move on, you know, stop hang up in the past, and you know, hold on to these things, and you know, move on. And that to me resonated with me as well, because I felt like in my, you know, a lot of my past things I held on to, and things I've not gotten over, and you know, I needed to let it go and move forward. And I was like, because of my past, it's affecting my own relationship that's in front of me now. And you know, it's as if, you know, so I was just going through that phase and had to let go of the past and move forward. And yeah, so things like this sort of resonated with me because I was seeking the truth, and you know, I feeling like, you know, it'll set me free, and my journey is still continuing, you know. So yeah, so let's go on to some other information here. So another one, this resonated with me as well. XRP, world currency, you know, this resonated with me. Cosmic consciousness, because I've been pretty much, you know, led to look into astrology, numerology, Comanche, you know, spiritual growth, you know, just everything, the way of life, and just pretty much tie it all in, and you know, explore like cosmic, and you know, just intergalactic things, and just like, so that resonated with me as well, that cosmic consciousness. And there you go, a prophecy to fulfill Q. You know, I've heard that Q. Q, where we heard the Q. Okay, and there you go, T for El Presidente. You know, so these are just a few of the things that that I just, you know, that I believe resonated with me. And you know, like we said, XRP world currency there, okay. And you are a Nephilim leader. That resonated with me for some reason. It spoke a little bit to me in terms of volume, it just resonated with me for some reason. But I don't know, I believe I sort of had a brief look at what Nephilim leader or Nephilim is, you know. I believe it's like offspring of the descendants of, I don't know if I'm getting it right or not, Seth and Cain. You know, which I do believe it has something to do with the queen of, you know, Sheba was a Nephilim, and King Solomon's wife. You know, I'm not 100% sure on the full gist of that one. That one I need to get into, delve into a little bit in depth. But that sort of stood out to me, that Nephilim leader. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, the Nephilim leader stood out to me. Yeah. So yeah. But XRP, world currency, coincidence? XRP, the storm, Supreme Court, coincidence? You know, one coin to rule them all. You know, you name it. X marks the spot. Ripple case settled. You name it. So these are the things that came under my name when I've done this Gamantia, and I thought, wow, okay, you know, that is me being led by the universe and spirit and the creator to even delve into this and piece it all together. So yeah, so with that being said, follow your intuition, you know, follow your gut, you know, follow your gut. You sometimes, like I said, you wonder why, but you just have to go with it. So with all that Jumantia things we've come across, you know, with all the 222s, with all the 222s, you know, and the 444s, you know, with all these XRP, 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 and another one. So could that be a coincidence? No, absolutely not. And like I said, all this is also like, I just have to make this known. All of what's going on has a lot to do with, I know I've heard the term wealth transfer, and you know, but personally speaking, I feel like the shift and the change of what's happening on the earth right now, and what's happening, the energy that's the creator is putting down on the earth right now, many of these coins and crypto coins is very much aligned spiritually in terms of whether you will make good of it or not. And that has a lot to do with you as a person in general, how you go about, you know, your day-to-day life, and the efforts and the things you do, you know, and come from the heart, you know, from pure heart, and nothing else. You know, you're not looking to sort of get a medal or a reward for what you do. You do it because it's the right thing to do, you know, and that's just how it is for me. So with all this, I just need to, you know, make that apparent, you know, come from the heart, do good things, and it will return back to you in multiples, you know what I mean? So yeah, so with all these information, I mean, what can you say? Yeah, so it's just putting everything together, really. I mean, isn't it fascinating when you go to a shop and you get a receipt and it comes back 222, or you're going down the road, you know, someone asks you the time and 222, or you know what I mean, or just random stuff that shows 222s and 444s, You know, isn't it amazing how the universe speaks to you? Sometimes, you know, you look at your microwave time and it's like 444, or you know what I mean, 222. You know, you start seeing, you checking the time, not because you're not checking the time you're not sitting down looking at it waiting like, okay, it's 2:21, okay, oh it's 2:22 now. No, it's nothing of that sort. It's as if you have no knowledge of the time, you wasn't doing anything of that sort, and it's 2:22. Even to the mere fact of, you know, you sending someone's a audio, and for example the audio is, let's say the audio is, you know, 4 minutes and 44 seconds long in length, or 2 minutes and 22 seconds long, or in actual fact the timing in when you sent that message or you replied to the message was 11:11 or 2:22 or 4:44. You know, it starts to ring some alarm bells. You know, it starts to, you know, but the 2:22s, that has a significant meaning to it in terms of, you know, seeing them and when you see them, and you know what I mean. And it could relate to, you know, financial, you know, your actual life, what's going on in your relationships, and you know, things that probably about to happen, or you know, just it literally speaks volume. So you got to use your discernment in and around things. And you know, the mere fact, I was reading something about 2:22s and, you know, 4:44s, and the 4:44s are apparent. Well, it means pretty much your spirit guides and the universe is basically protecting you. So you know, that's one of the things, you know, one of the discernment I've gathered from that as well. um you know, but there's plenty around the 4:44s that me myself has understood, because it means, probably means different to everyone, or you know, similar to majority of us when we see it, you know. And that also that leads me to something regards to Dr. Maria Conwell. And it's just amazing when it's when you get led in such fashion, and you start piecing them together, and you know, the universe starts speaking to you, and you start sending things, and it's like 2 minutes 22 seconds long, and the timing is 2:22 or 4:44, and you know, and it's just continuously one after the other, you know. And it just, and with Dr. Maria Conwell, I must say, you've mentioned a particular, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence. I am not going to also mention the actual crypto, but you've mentioned a crypto which is even more compelling of evidence that has happened, that I become aligned with you, directed to follow your channel, or you know, be a part of the group, or you know, or a part of the actual crypto as well. Like I said, not financial advice, but there's been a lot of synchronicities, and a lot of numbers tying that particular crypto up, as just like what I've just listed with all these, and in my previous videos as well, regards to, you know, XRP and the numbers, and you know, the whole thing. So and Dr. Maria Conwell, you know, the actual crypto, you know, the actual crypto. I don't even have to mention it on here. Dr. Maria Conwell, I've recently started to follow, I think within the last year or so. Yeah, probably the last year, along with Rosalind Solomon, and you know, Currency 365, and a few others. But I just believe everyone's all one connected. We're all sort of together pushing the same sort of agenda and body of Christ, and we just want to do good and do good for others and help where we can, and awake we need help to put things forward for everyone to use a discernment and awake themselves with the help of the universe and the creator. So that's just my take on things. Yeah. So Dr. Maria Connell, that crypto coin, I hope you do get a chance to watch this video or go all the way to the end. That coin is spiritually aligned in, for me anyway, and with another friend of mine, that because I'm from the UK, I'm in the UK, and this friend is from the US, and the stuff that's been happening in and around this particular coin is absolutely mind-blowing. So like I said, all information, I usually pray about it before releasing it, take some time, speak to the creator of the universe, and dig deep within and get the answers whether or not I need to put those information out. But that particular information, I guess I need to pray more about it and see as to whether it's that I would like, if I should put those evidence and information out, because those would be very, very very compelling, to say the least. But it's very exciting what the universe can do, and like we did mention, they can, spirit, they mess with the technologies and the times, and it's just absolutely mind-blowing. So yeah. So I just want to thank you for tuning into this video. I hope you did get a chance to follow it all the way to the end. Like I always mention, I thank you for your time. Your time is very valuable to me. I appreciate your time in taking the time out to have a look and listen to this video, and I hope whatever you got from it resonate with you. And yeah, you have yourself a good day. Thank you very much again for tuning in to Healer 888. Much love and appreciation.